Happy Friday! Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It has. It has.
But we're ready. We got a great topic today.
Look out.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so today we want to talk to you guys about
planning and goal setting.
And we want to talk to you about what we call the 3 S's. Okay? The first one is be strategic in your approach to your goal.
Be strategic.
That's right. Be strategic. Don't just randomly do things. You want to be making sure that you strategically do that to reach toward your goal.
Right.
The second S is be specific in your request to God.
Yes.
And what's the third?
Third one is to be sincere in your prayers to God.
Yes.
So you have to be strategic.
Yes.
You have to be specific, and you have to be sincere.
Yeah.
In other words, if you're not being strategic, there's no way you could ever reach a goal.
No, you can't just, like I said, you can't just randomly be doing
right.
things.
You can't randomly.
It's almost like how people say you throwing something on the wall to see if it'll stick.
Right.
When you don't be strategic in it, then there's no, you're not reaching.
And that also means sometimes you got to make decisions that are not popular.
Yeah.
You got to do things that require extra work.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're trying to reach somewhere. You have a strategic mission in mind.
That's right. And oftentimes too, when you think about your career goals, some people think that it's always, progressing toward, a specific goal. But sometimes you might have to take a lateral move.
That's right.
To go and get the skill set to move to your next move.
Correct.
Or sometimes you might actually have to take a lower move to gain that additional knowledge to get to that upper goal that you're trying to reach.
Yes.
So, that's being strategic.
It is.
Be strategic in your goal setting.
Yes. And also with noticing what Kendra said, sometimes it's a lateral move, sometimes it's a step down.
Yeah.
But what you can't do is let other people's idea of what your success should be cloud your own judgment. You shouldn't let them dictate to you, because you know why you're doing it. So you don't not do it because no one likes it.
That's right.
You do it because you know what's best for you.
Right. And you want to be specific in your request to God.
And you have to be specific.
You want to be specific in your request.
Yeah.
And I also want to add in the fact that sometimes when we're very specific, don't get upset if he doesn't give it to you like you expect it to look. Oh, yeah. So, wrap with that nice bow on.
Right.
Yeah,
And not only that, but in your quest to be specific with God, be specific with yourself.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You got to start with being specific with yourself, being specific with the love of your life. You have to be specific about what your needs are, what your desires are, what you want, where you want to go. Because I promise you, if you don't articulate it, it would never happen.
And then if you're not specific about it, then how do you know that you're actually making some progression toward your goal? So you got to be specific about it.
Got to be specific.
I'm having problems with that word.
You know what? Sometimes it was strategic early for me. It didn't want to come out. It didn't want to come out. So it was still stress.
Stress. Yeah, you made up your own
word. That word
right
there. That word right there.
Yeah.
The last thing, you have to be sincere.
Yeah.
Be sincere in your prayers to God, and what that really means is be 100% truthful, 100% open, 100% honest with the Lord about what your desires are. And it begins with being completely open with yourself. Be completely sincere with yourself. In other words, can I say this? Can I say it like this? Quit telling yourself those lies that you have no intentions on fulfilling.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great to write a goal, and a lot of people, I wrote my goal, now I feel accomplished. I used to be one of those people, but if you never act on it, then you'll never reach your goal, and you'll be like, I intended to do that.
I meant to do that.
I meant to do that.
Yeah. And we know that life sometimes comes about where you may not be able to, but if you aren't actively pursuing it, then that's on you.
That's on you.
That's on you. Yeah.
That's on you.
Yeah, but you got to be sincere in your prayers.
You do.
Because God does answer prayers. And I think we as Christians need to let those non-believers, know
that God does answer prayers.
God is still answering prayers.
Yes.
He's still answering,
Yes.
Yeah.
And I always try to tell people, what God puts in you is meant to be lived out for everyone else.
Absolutely.
There is the problem that most of us have is we have this God-given talent, that we want to keep to ourselves. But there's a verse in the Bible says that your gift will make room for you.
Yeah.
In other words, your success is bound up what's wrapped inside of you.
Yeah.
But unless you let it out,
Unless
you're sincere about it,
right.
unless you're specific with what you intend to do with it, unless you're strategic about how you plan to do it.
And there's a verse in the Bible that talks about being specific too. What is it's in Habakkuk?
It's Habakkuk 2 and 2.
Yeah.
It says, write the vision.
Write the vision.
And make it plain.
Make it plain. And that's being specific.
Yes.
I don't know how to be any more specific about it than that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It talks about how God tells Habakkuk that my people perish for a lack of knowledge. And it goes on to say, write the vision down on the tablets and make it plain. And what he's saying is, write it so everyone can see it and work toward it to accomplish it.
Right.
In other words, God's going to help us every step of the way.
Right.
He wants us to write that vision down.
Absolutely.
So what's the vision for your life?
That's right. What is it? So the 3 S's. That's what we want to talk to you about, and that's what we're going to leave you with. The 3 S's for planning and goal setting. You want to be
strategic.
That's right.
Be specific. And be sincere.
That's right. The 3 S's. Okay.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
Yeah. No, I think that's about it. That's about it. Just remember to ask yourself, what is your vision? How are you going to be strategic, specific, and sincere? Now I can't say specific.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed you. Well, I can say strategic.
Look out now. Look out. Look, guys, that's all we have for you today. So take care. God bless you, and God keep you.